Okay, hey guys, and welcome to the Underwater Realm video blog, week 23. It's been a really cool week this week because me and Mark and Sian, our work experience student, have been off doing location scouting for underwater locations for the shoot. So it's been really good fun. We've loaded Mark's Fiat Panda up with loads and loads of scuba gear, which arrived this week. We've got some really cool toys to play with. And we've been driving around the coast of the southwest looking for exactly what we need for one of our 5 underwater movies. So it's been very cool. We've got some great footage here. We actually used a GoPro, which we modified. We took the domed lensing off the front and added a flat lens so that it would focus underwater. We took that, and we also used an aqua pack, which is fantastic. I'll grab one if I get a second and show you. But an aqua pack is basically like a waterproof sealable bag that you can drop a 7D into. And that's proofed down to 5 meters. Now, we're shooting most of the movie for this particular scene in 10 meters of water or less, just because as the light, the natural light, hits the surface of the water, it gets burned up by the density of the water, and the red light is the first to go. So once you get past about 5 or 6 meters, almost all the red light is gone, and it makes skin tones look really strange. So it's been quite shallow. So this aqua pack has been a fantastic investment. Very straightforward, very cheap. 60 quid, you can pick them up from your local Jessops. Bit of a squeeze to get a 7D in there, especially with a decent sized lens on it, but it does go in. And very difficult to set your controls up, so it's best to set your controls before it goes into the bag. Stick a little bit of silica gel in there as well. Do a bubble check, make sure it's not leaking, but we did a couple of fantastic dives with this and got some interesting footage. And of course the GoPro strapped to somebody's head, or even just used for stills. So we've got some very cool stuff, met some very cool people, very cool locations. There's been some really interesting developments there, and I think we've got a location that we'd like to use. Even though it's only been 4 or 5 days of scouting, I'm pretty sure we've struck gold. There'll be more details on that over the coming weeks. For now, take a look at some of the footage and enjoy the first foray into the actual underwater realm, and we'll catch you next week. So we've just got our first, this is all our own kit now, and so we're just going off, we're beginning location scouting. This is the first location scout we're going to do. We are at Meadfoot Beach in Torquay, which is absolutely stunning. If you see just over in the distance there, there's a rock, it's called Shag Rock. We are on our way out to Shag Rock for a dive, and then we're going to come back via all of these rocks as well and see what we can find. We're taking the GoPro with us as well. GoPro with the flat housing so we can see what we're doing underwater. We've got a torch as well, so we might see how the light picks up down there. It is 4 o'clock, more or less, 4 PM. High tide's in an hour, so we should get a good hour of diving out with us, and we'll see what sort of results we get. Okay, hey, we've just come out from location scout number 2. We are in, what's it called? Bovey Sand.
Bovey Sand, yeah.
Bovey Sand in Plymouth. You can see Plymouth just over the other side of the river there. And what is it? It's like 6:30 PM.
Yeah.
We're in high tide at the moment. High tide was actually an hour ago when we went in for the dive. We've been under for an hour, and we've been diving in amongst those rocks just down there, and absolutely staggering, wasn't it?
Absolutely staggering.
Absolutely spot on, I think. I mean, we're going to do some more dives anyway, but I think we may have found our location for one of our 5 shorts. Just absolutely spectacular. We are buzzing after what was just a fantastic diving experience. It's beautiful. We've got some footage on the GoPro as well. It ran out when we reached the end, and then we came back without filming anything on the way back, but we still got some great stuff.
Some huge fish.
Big old fish.
It was this big. It was this big. It was that big. It was a shark. There's some really nice sort of pinks, purples, all these sort of exotic colours that you don't usually associate with the British coastline, but wonderful, wonderful array of colour down there. It'll look fantastic on the camera, so hopefully some of the footage on the GoPro will show it up.
And we've got some great seaweed there as well, like long tendrils reaching right up to the almost to the surface, and right up at the surface you've got the clear sun coming in through the first couple of meters, really, really nice blue, and then it goes greener and greener and greener as you get down, and it's got that murky, mysterious depth, which is exactly what we need. I reckon visibility was what, 8 meters?
8 meters, something like that.
So once you get past that, it just starts to fall off, and you've got this really kind of ethereal mist. So excellent location. Let's see what we come up with for the rest of the week.
Yeah, keep tuned.